All right, so today we're going to make your sketchbook covers and we're going to design them using bubble letters or block letters or another type of fancy letters, and we are going to fill the whole cover with things that you like or things about you. So here's my example. This is my first name or my last name, Mrs. Gary, so that we know that it's my sketchbook, and then things about me that I like or enjoy doing. So I did paint splatters and a paintbrush and a paint palette. You'll decide what you want to do for anything that you like. If you want to use things from the About Me sheet that we started to fill out last time, or you can come up with completely different things that you like. But there's only two requirements. We have to fill the whole space. So we want to fill the whole front cover. And then we need to write our name in bubble letters or block letters or fancy letters of some sort. So fill the space, write your name fancy. Okay, so here's my finished example. Here's a couple other examples that I started. So this one, I folded it so it opens up instead of side to side like a book. And then I just wrote my name in regular block letters, and I started to draw a couple things that I like pizza and coffee. This one's unfinished, but just so you can see a different example. And then here's another one that I wanted you to see so that you could see a different type of fancy letters. So I did cloud letters for my first name going into a rainbow. So there's a different way that you could do it. So there's really no right or wrong way to do it. You just are making fancy bubble letters or block letters. So to start your sketchbook, we are going to fold your piece of paper that you get. So you're getting this long piece of paper, and we're going to match the corners and then crease the bottom to get a nice fold for your sketchbook, as even as possible on the edge. Then we can either hold it so that it opens side to side like a book, or you can make it so that it opens up like my one example. So when we're making bubble letters, go closer so you can see a little better. You always start with making your name in regular print. So, K-I-M. Regular print. I know it's hard to see. Then we can do a couple of things. I'm going to do this in Sharpie so that it's easier for you to see on the projector. You just outline the letters. So like this example right here. Start with print, and then we start to outline the letters to make them block letters. So you're just going around the edge, tracing around the edge of the print letters and making them look 3D. So for my K, if I want it to be a bubble letter, I'll make the edges rounded like bubbles or balloons. And I'm just tracing around each part of the letter to make my bubble letter. If I want it to be a block letter, you'll have flat tops and flat edges instead. So I would have a flat top on my eye and a flat bottom on my eye. And really super straight lines to make block letters. If you wanted something like the cloud letters that I was making, you'll just do the same idea, just with a different edge. So I'm making these squiggly lines. You could do zigzag lines or whatever type of lines you want, curvy lines. So those are my cloud letters. So you can see 3 different types that I did, and you can make up your own if you want. Then after you're done going around all of those, you're just going to erase the inside. So I would erase my pencil where I wrote my K-I-M. And that leaves us with just bubble letters or block letters. Okay, here's an example of the name Caitlin, how they traced around the edges and then erased the inside. So now it looks just like plain old Caitlin block letters. I understand that this is challenging, but if you need help, just raise your hand and I'll come help you. There's some letters that are a little bit more tricky, like the A. These ones you have to do the outside of the letter and the inside of the letter. So you have to make sure that you do that little triangle on the inside of the A so that we make it look like an A. Same with letters like O or B or R. They all have to trace, you have to trace the outside and the inside. So if we're ready, Mrs. Gary will start passing out papers and we will start designing our sketchbooks.